Hi everybody, John Griswold here with Griswold Group. Want to talk to you about a unique strategy that's going to help buyers and sellers in this market. So, as interest rates have risen, it has really hurt buyers' ability on purchasing power, meaning how much they qualify for. At 3%, you qualify for a very different number than you do at 6%. And that's where we're headed in terms of interest rates right now. And really, that's where we are. And so one way to push back against that, help a seller protect their equity, help a buyer into the home that they really want to buy so they don't have to settle for a lower price point, is what's called an interest rate buy down. So you have an interest rate, you have the ability to pay points to lower that rate, 25 basis points, as in going from 6% to 5.75. And you can pay for that, but the seller could also contribute towards that number in lieu of reducing their sales price. That saves the seller money and saves the buyer a ton of money off of their monthly expenses, which is really the biggest barrier to entry into a certain price point, is you're capped with your monthly expenses. So we're going to put something on the screen for you to look at, but essentially for easy math, if you're going with a $1 million price point, oftentimes in order to kind of get the home sold or there's negotiation, the seller may have to do a modest reduction of price to say $950,000. That equals a monthly savings to a buyer of just under $300. Or if you're not able to get this buyer and the seller to that number, the seller could instead stay at a $1 million price point, but contribute $32,000 towards buying down the buyer's interest rate, which would drop it in this scenario from 6.125 to just under 5%, which would save almost $600 a month. This is the crazy thing. In order to save $600 a month by just reducing the price, you'd have to drop that sales price all the way down to $882,000, which I'm not running comps in this scenario, but that's probably under market value. Not going to happen. And so this is a way for a buyer to not lose out on the community that they've been looking at for the last couple of years. It's been a horrible wake-up call for buyers who woke up and suddenly they're like, well, I can't afford $1 million house. I can only qualify for $800 or $850. And so oftentimes that means going to another community, dropping a bedroom, going for less yard, or much worse condition to stay in the same area. So this is a way to stay with that dream home that you're looking for, and it's also a way for a seller to protect their equity. So if you want to learn more about that, or you want to get a specific scenario for your price point, your community, your specific interest rate, because obviously interest rates are very case specific depending on your background and how much money you're borrowing, reach out to us. We're happy to connect you to a lender and help you figure out a great plan for you. Thanks everybody. I'll talk to you on the next one.